Hello there, Glenn here. You guys know that I've made tongs in all sorts of ways. This way, that way, the other way, you name it. You'll recall the one-piece simple tong I made not too long ago. And if you go even further back, you might recall this, what I was billing as a rivet-less adjustable tong. So that can function within a range, though of course that range is still limited. So for today, what I would like to do is to do a take on that tong, but rather than being adjustable, try to make a rivetless tong that's more for one set size. So I've got a crude diagram here, and I want to try to simplify this as well, because this tong is actually not that easy to make, or at least it's not easy to make very well. So I would like to have one piece just stay flat, form a jaw, and then punch a hole that the other piece can go through, and then bend that piece in such a way that it functions as sort of a lever, and then size that for a particular size. And you know, this area here where the two pieces meet, where the one goes through the other, try to narrow that down so that it just functions within a certain range, rather than being able to float freely like this. I mean, it will float this way, but not so much forward and backward. So, you know, this, I'm actually just gonna have some fun. This is more like a prototype than anything else. And it's a tong that maybe, I'm trying to simplify this so that maybe some of you guys out there might find this another style tong that you can make and use in your own shop. So yeah, let's fire up my forge and we'll see what happens. This is 14 millimeter mild steel. I need to thank two guys for their generosity for donating to the channel. They are Bruce Butcher and Jeff Hawkins. Thanks a lot, guys. My gloved hand often obstructs the view, so I'll remove that. This brush's bristles are stainless steel, found it at an old hardware store. I'm working out the details as I go along, how flat to make this part, where to punch the hole, and how to bend the other half. not quite enough bend. This jaw end needs to bend down more, but good enough for now. I make one final adjustment to the jaw before joining. Hammering the whole sides tight will fix the tong halves in one spot, and it elongates the hole to allow for some open and close movement. I thought about maybe filing or hammering in grooves for the whole sides to sink into, but I think it'll work fine this way. I'm going to size this tong to hold 3/4 inch square. Working it back and forth while cooling further adds movement by loosening the joint a bit. It holds 3/4 inch well, and I can also get away with holding 5/8 inch. I'll give this tong a workout in upcoming videos, and I've already thought of some improvements I might make to this design for future tong videos. Anyway, give this a try. Catch you guys next time.